We can build a snowman.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you how we are defrosting our freezer and like maximizing the space to fit in as many products as we can. Over the last couple of weeks, every time we go to the shop, we just pick up a couple of extra items, like extra things to put in the freezer or extra tins in case we go into lockdown, because obviously then going out and about is not recommended. So we just thought if we can be as prepared as we can do. We're not one of those people who are like panic buying at all. We're just being a little bit more prepared than we normally would be. So we have got two 30% freezers. So you know when you have like a fridge freezer like this, that is 70% and it's the fridge, and then that is 30% and it's the freezer. So we've got one of those there, and we've got another one there, which we're very lucky to have, because in our old house we only had the one like fridge freezer, 70-30%. So today I'm just going to show you what we are going to be doing to our fridge freezers to maximize the space. We've been living in this house for about 6 months now, and we haven't ever defrosted our freezers, so there's quite a lot of ice buildup on them. And then obviously the people who owned this house before us, I'm not sure when they last defrosted them either. So I'm going to show you what we have in our two freezers. And also Chris has just been to the shop now as well, and he's bought a couple of extra bits as well, which don't fit in the freezer at the moment, which is why I wanted to make this video. So Chris has said very kindly that he will be the one who defrosts our freezers for us. So what I'm going to do is get some of the ice packs out that we already have in our freezers, put them into a cool bag, and then put all of our frozen food into that cool bag to keep it nice and cold and frozen whilst we are defrosting. Basically what we're going to do to defrost is chip off all the ice that has built up in the fridge, and then it's just going to give us so much more space, because I'm going to show you now how many centimeters the ice is taking up in our freezer. So let's get going. Chris is even in his gym gear to do this. Let's do it. Right, so our two freezers are there and then there as well. So we are quite lucky, because in our old house we only had that one freezer. So it means we've been able to kind of like over time stocked up a little bit more. But as you can see, like I can't even shut that top one because it's just so full. And I feel like if I scraped away all of this ice and defrosted the whole freezer properly, then I'd be able to fit so much more in. So I've still got all of this in here without putting everything else, like the pizzas that I've got in here as well. So stocked up quite a bit on bread, because that's always great to kind of have in your freezer to last you. But like I said, that doesn't close, so I have to kind of hold it up while I shut the freezer. Over here, you can see there's been quite a lot of like ice build up here and up there. So these are quite full as well already. I've got lots of ice packs in here, so these are what I'm actually going to use. Loads of sausages. I've got more bread there. I've got peas. I've got lots of veggies and things like that, frozen veggies. And then in this bottom one, I've also got meat. I've got some more pizzas down there. Yeah, so I've got quite a few bits in here, but I just feel like I could remove packaging and make everything fit a lot better. And also it's a bit of a mess, so I feel like I could kind of sort it out and put it into sections, so I know when I open the freezer exactly where to look for whatever I'm looking for. So it's now time to start defrosting and getting all of this ice off.
Running down the same road like so many times before. I never felt as lonely, but I'm trying not to show. They said it would be easy, still I'm giving all I got. I just want to tell you something.
So in this freezer, obviously we've got drawers that go in, so you'd think like by taking away the ice it might not maximize your storage capacity, but our ice was like coming down so far, so even if you had stuff in your drawers, you couldn't fill the drawers up to the top because the ice would block it, so you'd have to kind of like 3/4 fill the drawers. So this means we can now fill them right up to the top. Wow, that's a lot of ice that's come out there.
We can build a snowman.
Better days, only better days.
Look at that. Free and easy, it goes in and out. So, like, normally your top drawer in your freezer would have your ice and things like that in, but we don't really use much ice, so I've decided to just get rid of all my ice trays, and I'm going to put them in the cupboard. So I'm just defrosting all the ice, and then those will go away. What I'm going to do is put in all my kind of fast food at the top here. So I'm going to put in all my pizzas, all my kind of like quick oven things like the Linda McCartney sausages and burgers that I've got. But as you can see, the pizzas come in cardboard boxes like this, and all the ones that Chris bought as well. So what I'm going to do is just take them out of the packaging, because even though they come in cardboard boxes like this, when you take them out of the packaging, they also are packaged in plastic. So the cardboard box takes up so much more space than just like without the cardboard box and the plastic in it, and obviously they're still kept completely like secure from having any like contamination on them or anything like that. So if you take them out of the packaging and put them in your freezer like that, you're just going to get so much more in there.
I'm taking the long road, running on empty.
When it comes to these Linda McCartney things, I'm actually not taking them out of the packaging, because when you do take them out, they are individual. So I'm keeping these in the packaging, but because I have got so much more space without having like a big bulky box in here, I can just tuck these at the back there. I mean, already I feel like that is so much more streamlined and so much better storage-wise. I can't fit like my bagels and things in there, but I've still got this little compartment here. So what I'm going to do is just fill up the other shelves, and then I'll come back to this one, and I think I can get some more in there. But yeah, that I think before I defrosted it would have had to go in 2 drawers. Right, so bagels are going to go into my next one, along with some of my vegetables. These are all my frozen veggies. So what I try to do with the veggies is lie them as flat as possible. If you just stick them in like that, they take up so much more space, whereas if you give them like a large surface area, you can stack them one on top of each other. So I'll be putting these in and flattening them down. Nothing has defrosted while I've done this. So I've got my peas, again, flatten them down as much as possible.
All this time, it was never enough.
Right, when it comes to my meat, I'm going to put all my meat at the bottom here, because you're actually meant to do that in your fridge. So I feel like if you're meant to do it in your fridge, you should probably do it in your freezer as well. So I'm going to start off at the back and just start putting everything coming forward. Ice cream. I wanted to show you a really cool tip for creating like vacuum packed bags. If you get a sort of Ziploc bag or a bag like this, and you pop your meat inside. This is just an example, so this is actually already vacuum packed for me, but I'm going to show you how you can vacuum pack yourself without having to buy an expensive machine. So you want to pop your meat into your little plastic bag, and then get a pot of water, and you want to dip your meat in the bag into the water. Just close up the top of your bag so it is nearly fully closed, but you just want to make sure you have got a little gap at one side so you can squeeze out the remaining air. Once you put your meat into the water, it's going to naturally push out all the air from the bag, and just keep submerging it until you get to the very top. Don't submerge this bit, otherwise you're going to fill it up with water. Squeeze out every single last bit of air, and then your meat is completely vacuum packed. This is a really good thing to do if you want to like bulk buy. Then you can separate all the different chicken breasts and things like that into portion sizes that you want. For example, we would probably portion it out as 4 chicken breasts in a portion. Vacuum pack each 4 lots of chicken and pop them in the freezer like that. That way you're going to make sure that when you get some chicken out of your fridge, you're going to have just the right amount that you need to feed your family. That's everything back in there, but I'm going to put some more meat from the other freezer now into here as well, because I've taken my bread out of that freezer and put it in the top 2 shelves as well. So I'm going to see if I can get even more into here from that one.
It was never enough, so please slow down.
Also, when you've got your veggies like this, I've just like broken them all up and I've laid them flat, but I can feel there's quite a lot of air in there. So I'm just going to undo the zipper bit here and just press out as much air as possible, and then it just works out to be so much flatter. That on top there. Oh my gosh, guys, I've got that whole freezer that's free. I've literally got that left from the other freezer. Come over. I mean, this needs a really good clean, but look. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. The only thing I couldn't fit in was that one loaf of bread. What I think I actually might do in these cupboards is freeze these wraps because they're for dinner like throughout the week. But now I've got extra space, I'm going to freeze these as well. So I'm going to go through my cupboards and see if I need to freeze anything else. Right, so here's my second freezer that has been fully defrosted, and we've also put some extra supplies in here. Chris got, like I said earlier, he went to the shop and got a few more bits. We got some hot cross buns, more pizzas in here because that's what I just saw him come home with. And then we've also got some bread that wouldn't fit in the other freezer. In this drawer, we have got some chips and some more corn burgers. And then we have got a whole free drawer here. So by me taking off all the excess packaging from products and from vacuum packing a lot of my meat, I have managed to save so much space. And also everything's a lot more organized. I feel like I know more where things are. So if we do buy things, it will now go into this sort of like overfill freezer. And these will kind of be like our supplies if we need them. I don't want to be making this video to like scaremonger you or anything like that, because we haven't been that family who go out and like stockpile. We've just been kind of consciously buying a couple of extra things each time we go to the shops, just to kind of keep in the freezer or like tins in the cupboard, just in case, really, to be honest with you. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was useful. Let me know if you do try the vacuum packing and what you think of it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.